Hi there.
Hi.
We recently got back from another major RV show here in Denver, and wow, it was disappointing.
It was well. I don't want to say disappointing. I mean, it's always fun to go smell all the new smells, but you just get tired of the people and the little kids running around, and honestly, for the amount of time we spent down there, I think we only saw a couple of things that were new to us.
Yeah, it every year it's the same floor plans, it's the same manufacturers, maybe a slightly different color scheme, some little changes in decor, but really for the most part, it's just the same old every year, and we're really starting to hit that burnout.
Yeah. I think, when you have a rig or you've been looking for a while, like we've been looking for, oh my goodness, years and years and years, and going to RV shows and used places and asking questions. I think at some point you're like, you know, uh, I don't know that we're going to benefit from an RV show anytime in the near future.
Yeah, our rig currently is over 10 years old, and we're not actually seeing very much in the new rigs that bring anything to the table that our old rig doesn't already have. Uh, yeah, the decor is a little more modern, and they're clean and new, and all sorts of fancy LED lighting and that type of thing.
And some other things are automated, the jacks, the awnings, the all of that stuff that is not on a 10-year-old rig.
Yeah, but it's not really new.
No,
It's
it's not.
it's the same old that's repackaged under new colors and new brands and new labels, and occasionally a minor little feature here and there, but for the most part we're not really seeing anything that says, wow, we got to run out and buy a new trailer.
Which is good for our pocketbooks.
It is good for our pocketbooks. But really what we want to talk about today is this thing about spending creep.
Well, it's not even spending creep. I want to say it's space creep.
Yeah, size creep. It's creep. Maybe we call it the creepy side of the RV world.
There you go.
And we actually fell into this when we purchased our rig. We started out thinking, oh hey, 19 feet.
19 feet.
That'll work for us. There's enough room for us to, I can hang out and work on my photo stuff at night in the dining room, and there's a separate bedroom where Melissa can hang out and sleep.
There was not a separate bedroom in the 19-foot.
There wasn't?
No.
No.
There was a bed, and there was a dinette or a couch.
Well, yeah, separate bed.
So
okay.
that was one of our first conversations, is that we want to stay married through the experience and after the experience, and it became kind of clear that we needed two separate spaces. One where one of us could go to bed, and the bed was not the table, and one of us could stay up. And so that's what we kind of went. So 19-foot kind of went out fairly quickly.
Yeah. So we figured, okay, some of these little 20-footer,
23
21-footers,
feet was the
23
next one.
footers, yeah, these aren't so bad. They're just a couple feet bigger than the 19-foot, and just, not that much more expensive. And then you start looking around, and you're going, okay, let's look at the 23-footers. So we look at the 23-footers, and then suddenly we're going, well, we just walked into this 28-footer, and it's not that much bigger than the 23-footer that we were looking at.
First of all, we started looking at 19 feet, and we ended up buying a 26-foot.
That's right.
So, now we have a 26-foot that we've been in for, this will be our third season. And so now we're going to this RV show, and we're like, oh, well, I don't know that we're going to, logically, we're talking about not going bigger than 30 feet because of the places we want to go and the limitations of space. There's a lot of places here in Colorado we can't get into with our 26-foot rig. So I don't see us going much bigger than 30 feet. No, write that down.
Right. Right.
So, but we were talking about this at the show of how easy it is to get into this. Okay, so we own a 26-foot, and now we're looking at 30-foot rigs at the show. And you're thinking, oh, well, how nice it is that you can have a walk-around bed instead of a shuffle-round bed, because that extra 4 feet kind of happens in the bedroom or the bathroom. That your knees won't touch the bathtub when you're sitting on the toilet. And then the next one you look at, you're like, well, that's only a few feet bigger than the one we have. And then you're in the 33-foot. Well, that's only a few feet more than the 30-foot you were just looking at. And the next thing you know, you're standing in a 45-foot toy hauler with 12-foot ceilings and fans, and you're going, gosh, this is awfully small. You're like, this is crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah.
So our conversation was how easy it is to get into the more storage. I mean, there's a couple of them that have kitchens that are bigger than our kitchen in our house right now with more cupboards. And all I can think of is, I don't want to carry that many dishes, even if I'm full time. I'm not having 12-person dinner parties, and if we are, we're using paper plates. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know what you would use the whole hutch for, because it's too narrow to put clothing, or you could put socks in it, I guess, but socks in your kitchen are...
And you can never have enough socks.
You can never have enough socks. So it's something that we've noticed, that even though we're being conscious about the space that we want to be in and conscious about the size of the rig that we have, that it's really easy to get caught up in this. We need more storage. We need more space. Oh, well, if one full-size couch is good, well, then 2 are better, and then 3. Oh my gosh! You could lay on one. The dogs could lay on. I mean, the madness just keeps going and going. So, settle down. Settle down. Take a deep breath, and don't get sucked into the more, because what we found is, and you've heard this many times, is the more you get out there, yes, you need coats, yes, you need heavy stuff for odd weather, yes, you want a grill, but be logical about what you're going to take. And even if you're going full time, God bless you if you want a 45-foot rig and you could have the truck and the money to spend on that, but we want the remote experiences, we want the mountain experiences, mm-hmm. and that means we need to stay smaller. So, sorry, 45-foot toy hauler,
not happening, not today.
Not this year.
And the first year we went out, we felt like we had to bring everything to every camping trip. Oh my gosh, what if this happens? What if that happens? And so our storage spaces were crammed to the gunnels, and our closets were crammed to the gunnels, and stuff in the back of the truck. And we eventually chilled and realized that, wow, we've been carrying this stuff around all season, and part of this season, all last season, part of this season, and it's never come out of the storage unit.
Yeah.
So we're learning that lesson, that while you feel you need a lot of storage, it makes sense to pack a little lighter, and eventually you'll learn that not everything has to go with you every trip.
My grandmother a long time ago had the saying that as long as she had her credit card with her,
everything was packed.
She could buy whatever she needed. And I don't want to rebuy stuff, but I'm seeing the logic in that. Is that if you forget, if your blankets get wet, the chances that you're going to be really, really far away, unless you're going to Alaska, from a store, you're probably going to be nearby something.
If you need a raincoat or something like that, the thrift stores are, everywhere.
Oh yeah, we bought an iron at a thrift store.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, we needed an iron, and it cost us $4, $5, and we didn't have to pack it everywhere we went. So.
Yep. So don't get caught up in the madness.
Yeah, and if it's something that's cheap and you just need it in a pinch, and you can drop $2 or $3 at a thrift store, well, you can donate it to the next thrift store you find.
Right.
They'll appreciate that, and you got the use out of it, and didn't have to. Don't have to dig past it every time you're in the closet or whatever. So
we still have the iron, though.
We do still have the iron.
So that's our lesson. Don't get caught up in the creepy.
The creepy side of RV.
Yeah, gotta have more, gotta have longer, gotta have bigger, more chairs, more couches.
More couches.
More cupboards.
Gosh. Yeah. You never know when you're going to have a party for 35 in your RV. So you got to have those couches and recliners.
We're not having a party for 35 in our RV.
No.
Great. Hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah. Peace out.